말 안 해도 알아 I can tell 아무 소리 없이 요란하게 쏟아진 세상을 빌어 유리창 위로 스치는 moonlight 너 mind 의심이란 거
It is finally over. NBC and Disney Plus just wrapped up Perfect Crown, and to say the K-drama community is in a bit of shock would be an understatement. Starring Ayu and Byeon Woo-suk, this 30 billion won contemporary royal drama did not just break rating records by just 13%, but it also rewrote the history of political drama. While the internet is screaming about the incredibly bold, slightly controversial finale, we need to take a step back. We start in episode 1 by establishing the bitter irony of our main leads. Ayu stars as Song Yi-joo, the brilliant CEO of Kessel Beauty. She has infinite wealth, but because she is an out-of-wedlock child of a commoner descent, old money high society treats her like a second-class citizen. Frustrated by this systematic exclusion, she realizes she needs the ultimate social shield, a title. Enter Byeon Woo-suk as Grand Prince Ian. He is the late king's younger brother and a current regent, but he is a literal golden prisoner, reduced to a voiceless, propertyless PR tool for the palace. In episode 2, the transactional wheel starts turning. Haeju offers a calculated partnership. She will provide him with independent financial backing and resources to escape his royal poverty, and in exchange he gives her the noble status she needs to secure the Castle Group conglomerative. Ian initially refuses, but after his political rivals humiliate him using his lack of agency, he makes a choice. He accepts it. The storm hits immediately in episode 3. Paparazzi leak photos of their secret meetings, causing a massive media frenzy. To contain the fallout, Grand Prince Ian steps up to a press microphone and stuns the nation by announcing their sudden official engagement. This throws Gong Se-yeon's character, the fiercely protective Queen Dowager Woo Yi-rang, into absolute panic mode. She sees a powerful Chaeboil alliance as a direct threat to her 8-year-old son's future throne. By episode 4, Haeju officially moves into the Grand Prince's royal residence. This episode gives us that classic, delicious contract marriage banter. Haeju is an independent boss who refuses to bow to archaic palace protocol, driving the court staff crazy. But beneath the comedy, the emotional walls begin to crack. Ian protects her from a targeted political trap orchestrated by the Queen Dowager's alliance, marking the first time someone has truly fought for Haeju's dignity. Moving into episode 5, the stakes turn dangerous. As Haeju starts digging into the palace archives to protect Ian from court factions, Ian begins to intentionally distance himself from Haeju. Why? Because he realizes he's genuinely falling for her, and in his world, loving someone makes them a target. He tries to push her away to keep her safe, leading to an incredibly painful emotional rift between them. But you can't fight fate in a K-drama. Episode 6 gives us the undisputed visual peak of the series, the Grand Royal Banquet. Forced to present a united front to the public, Haeju and Ian share a stunning waltz. The fake smiles they wear for the cameras slowly dissolve into an intensely real confession of devotion. It's the moment the transactional alliance officially shifts into a high-stakes, deeply protective romance. In episode 7 and 8, the political pressure reaches a boiling point. The sick Renan King Yoon makes an unprecedented move before his passing. He bypasses standard succession lines and officially orders Grand Prince Ian to inherit the throne. He is officially crowned as the prince's wife, a moment that should be her ultimate victory. However, the old money establishment revolts, the corporate world and the royal factions align themselves, setting up an explosive domestic conflict. Now let us talk about the total madness of the final stretch, where the writer Woo Ji-won completely pulled the rug from under the audience. In episode 9, the stress creaks its foundation. The fake marriage contract is leaked to the press, destroying their public standing. Facing total ruin, Ian does something incredible in episode 10. He goes live on international television, confessing that the marriage did start as a contract, but his love for Hee-joo is entirely real. He takes the absolute brunt of the public backlash in order to save her. But just as the narration is set to move forward to stabilize the country, episode 11 drops the ultimate betrayal. For 10 episodes, we are conditioned to hate the Queen Dowager, but the real monster was No Sang-yoon as Prime Minister Min Jong-woo. Jong-woo, Ian's absolute closest childhood friend and most trusted political advisor, reveals his true colors. He is a ruthless migratory bird who orchestrated a massive explosion at the council hall right before the coronation ceremony. This explosion leaves Ian unconscious, presumed dead by the public.
हीजू बताने लगती है कि लियान ठीक है, लेकिन जोंगयू उसकी परवाह नहीं करता। हीजू पर चिल्लाता है और कहता है कि तुम आग में कैसे जा सकती हो, तुम्हें यहाँ पर नहीं रहना चाहिए था, किसी हॉस्पिटल में जाना चाहिए।
This brings us to the massive, highly debated finale of episode 12. Ian wakes up from his coma, but he finds himself politically suffocated. Jong-woo completely blocks the royal budget to starve out Ian's loyalists and forces a compliance vote. But Jong-woo drastically underestimates Song Hee-joo. In a brilliant full-circle moment for the contract marriage, Hee-joo steps up and uses the entire multi-million won capital of Castle Beauty to personally fund the monarchy out of her own pocket, completely neutralizing Jong-woo's leverage. Even more shocking is the unexpected alliance. Queen Dowager Woo Yi-rang, realizing Jong-woo is a threat to the nation itself, turns over hidden video evidence to Hee-joo, completely exposing the Prime Minister's corruption during a live royal council meeting. It's Ian's final decision which has the entire internet arguing. Instead of executing his enemies and taking absolute power to the throne, Ian looks at the crown and realizes that the institution itself is broken. He announces a national referendum, handing the powers to the citizens of South Korea to vote whether the monarchy should be abolished. The time jump at the end shows the monarchy has successfully transitioned into a full republic. We see Hee-joo and Ian at the Mujijong Pavilion, no longer bound by royal protocols, corporate expectations, or artificial titles. They are just two equal halves, completely free. Was the ending rushed? Absolutely. Trying to cram a cup, a financial war, a national revolution, and a systematic evolution into a 12-episode limit meant the pacing in the final hour was running at warp, but thematically it was a masterpiece. Hee-joo did need a crown to keep her worth, and Ian didn't need to stay a prisoner to keep his dignity. They won by destroying the very game they were forced to play. The raw, unmatched chemistry between Ayu and Byeon-woo-suk completely anchored throughout the show through all of its political whiplash. But I want to know your thoughts. How did you react to Min Jong-woo's betrayal? Did you love the bold referendum, or did you want Ian to stay king forever? Let's scream about it in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe for more complete series breakdowns, and I will see you in the next video.